Okay, children, so I had left over here in the previous lecture. Now let us see the next question. Question number 16. If the term free from x in the expansion of this is 405, find the value of a. So they are saying that in this expansion, a term which is free of x is equal to 405. Find the value of a. So we don't know which term is free of x. So firstly, we assume that let r plus 1th term be free from x. That means x to the power 0 is there, okay, in that term. So that r plus 1th term means tr plus 1 equal to, here minus sign is there, that's why minus 1 to the power r into, here n is 10, so 10 cr, the first term, square root of x to the power 10 minus r into second term a upon x square to the power r, okay. Then we simplify it, so we get minus 1 to the power r, 10 cr, x to the power, okay, this square root is there, so I can write x to the power half, okay, x to the power half I can write into 10 minus r, that means x to the power 10 minus r upon 2 into, here I get a to the power r upon x to the power 2r, okay. Here a means constant, okay, so a in the next step minus 1 to the power r into 10 cr into a to the power r into x, we write it together, so we get x to the power 5 minus r by 2 minus 2r, okay. But according to our assumption, this should be equal to 0, that means x to the power, this should be equal to x to the power 0. So this is equal to x to the power 0, that means bases are same, power same, so 5 minus r by 2 minus 2 are equal to 0. You simplify it, you get r equal to 2. That means the third term is free from x and that term will be equal to 405. So third term is free from x and third term will be t2 plus 1 equal to minus 1 to the power 2 10c2 into a to the power 2, okay, into x to the power this. So whatever you had calculated over here, no, same thing you have to write, but in place of r you are going to write 2, okay. Then you know, according to question, this third term is what, 405, so we can write 405 is equal to this. Then you get 405 equal to 10c2 from the calculator you can find, or you can use the NCR formula, okay. You will get 45 a square, then simplify, you get a square equal to 9, that means a will be equal to plus minus 3. So that's how you get the value of a. This question had come for 4 marks in ICSE, okay. In fact, this 2020 only in month of February. So question is, find the fourth term from the end. Find the fourth term from the end in the expansion this. Okay, so we have to find the fourth term from the end in this expansion. So fourth term from the beginning will be equal to 9 minus 4 plus 2. Okay, here n is what, 9. So 9 minus, which term we are looking for end? Fourth. So 9 minus 4 plus 2. That means the seventh term from the beginning. Okay. So seventh term from beginning will be t6 plus 1. Okay. Here minus sign is there. So minus 1 to the power 6, 9c6. Then first term x cube upon 2 to the power 9 minus 6. So 3, 2 upon x square, that to the power 6. Okay. So you simplify it. Okay. And at the end you'll get 672 upon x to the power 3. So fourth term from the end is this, 672 upon x to the power 3. Now exercise 15.1 part C. Here the question is, in this expansion 1 plus x to the power 20, the coefficient of the rth term to the r plus 1th term is in this ratio 1:2. So here the question is, find the value of r. So in this expansion they are saying that when you take the ratio of the rth term to the r plus 1th term, then you'll get 1:2. Okay, so we have to find the value of r. So first what we'll do is we will find the coefficient of rth term and coefficient of r plus 1th term. Okay, so coefficient of rth term means what? T r minus 1 plus 1. Okay, you know that if we are looking for the third term, then here we write t2 plus 1. So here we are looking for the rth term, so we'll write t1 less than this plus 1. Yes, so r minus 1 plus 1. Then n is 20 over here, so 20 cr minus 1. Here we don't have to put minus and all because here plus sign is there. Okay, so 20 cr minus 1, 1 to the power 20 minus r minus 1 into x to the power r minus 1. Simplify, you get 20 cr minus 1 into x to the power r minus 1. So here coefficient is this. Okay, because this is the variable part, so this is the coefficient. Okay, now r plus 1th term will be tr plus 1, 20 cr, okay, into 1 to the power 20 minus r into x to the power r. So 20 cr is the coefficient over here. Okay, so according to question, coefficient of the rth term upon coefficient of the r plus 1th term is equal to half. So 20 cr minus 1 upon 20 cr is equal to half. Cross multiplication, you get this. Yes, now you can use the formula of NCR. So 20 cr minus 1 can be written factorial 20 upon r minus factorial r minus 1, and in bracket factorial 20 minus r minus 1. Okay, and here you can write factorial 20 upon factorial r in bracket 20 factorial 20 minus r. Okay, so here factorial 20 and this factorial 20 cancel. Okay, so we are left with factorial r minus 1, and here when you simplify this one you get 21 minus r. Yes, so factorial 21 minus r, and here you get this factorial r can be written as r into r minus factorial r minus 1. Okay, and here 20 minus r. Okay, factorial 20 minus r. Now what we can do is you can see that this factorial r minus 1 and this factorial r minus 1 cancelled, so we are left with 20, and for this 20 factorial 21 minus r we can write 21 minus r, and in bracket we can write factorial 20 minus r. Yes, is equal to 1 upon r factorial 20 minus r. In next step, factorial 20 minus r on the right and this left on the left will get cancelled, so we are left with 2 upon 21 minus r is equal to 1 upon r. Simplify it, you'll get r equal to 7. So you got the value of r. Okay, here if the coefficient of x square and x cube in the expression of 3 plus kx to the power 9 are equal, find the value of k. So here they are saying that coefficient of x square and x cube are equal in this expansion, find the value. So what you will do is first you will find that the term which contains x square. Okay, so here you can make out that in the, if you see the first term, in that case this kx to the power 0 will become 1. Okay, so the first term does not have x square, second term will also not have x square, but the third term will have x square. Okay, you can make out from here. Okay, so clearly the third term is x square, and the fourth term, okay, and the fourth term will be x to the power 3. Okay, so you can make out that, okay, that the third term will contain x square and the fourth term will contain x cube. So straight you find the third term. Okay, you get this, and you find the fourth term, you get this. Now they are saying that the coefficients are equal, so take the coefficient, equate it. Okay, and you can get the value of k. Okay, now next is in the expansion of this, the coefficient of the fourth term is equal to coefficient of the ninth term. Find n and the sixth term of the expansion. So here they are saying that coefficient of the fourth and ninth terms are equal. So first find the coefficient find the fourth term, find the ninth term, and from fourth term you take the coefficient, from ninth term you take the coefficient and equate them. So you get NC3 is equal to NC8. And you can check over here that this is like P for you, this is like Q for you, okay, and they are not equal. That means N will be equal to 3 plus 8. So N equal to 3 plus 8. We know that if we have NCP is equal to NCQ and P is not equal to Q, then P plus Q is equal to N. So here we have got the same situation. So here N is equal to 3 plus 8. That means N is equal to 11. Now we are looking for the sixth term. So sixth term is T5 plus 1. Okay. So you know how to proceed. Put the values, you'll get the answer. Here the last question. Examine whether or not there is any term containing x to the power 11 in the expansion of this. So in this expansion, whether there is any term containing x to the power 11 or not, we have to find that. Okay. So suppose there is one term whose which contains x to the power 11. So if possible, let us consider that r plus 1th term contains x to the power 11. Okay. So that means the r plus 1th term will be tr plus 1 equal to minus 1, because here minus sign is there, to the power r. N is 20, so 20 cr. The first term is x square to the power this 20 minus r into 2 upon x to the power r. Simplify it. So you get x to the power 40 minus 2r minus r. But according to our assumption, this should be equal to x to the power 11. Yes. Here bases are same, so power same. So you simplify it, you get r equal to 9 2 by 3, which is not a positive integer. Okay. It's a fraction. Okay. And r has to be greater than equal to 0, and r has to be positive, r has to be integer. Yes. So here this is not possible, as r must be a non-negative integer. Yes. So that means there is no term with x to the power 11. Okay. So this is all, and this chapter gets over. Okay. So this chapter is also done.